Hi, Our Lady of Lourdes. This is Shanna. I work in the parish office, and today I get to interview Michael Krol instead of him interviewing everyone else, as you might have seen during our Lenten reflections and our Holy Week reflections. So thank you for doing this, Mike.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right, so we really appreciate how you guided us through Lent and Holy Week with all of your information. If anyone wants to know or view the information, you can go to our website still. It's still under the Holy Week tab. So go check it out if you haven't.
Yep.
All right, so first question. Please tell us what your position is here at Our Lady of Lourdes and how long have you been here?
That's a hard question. So I am the coordinator of apostolic engagements at Lourdes. So basically I help with young adult ministry, young family ministry, young couples ministry. I also have been helping out with some of the school stuff as well, sometimes with religion class and stuff like that. And kind of wherever the parish needs to put me, I'm there. These videos are kind of like a new thing that just was developed, and honestly, I'm glad you all appreciate the videos and stuff. I've had a great time with them, and hopefully more will come out soon. So
they are very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so how have you enjoyed your first Holy Week, Triduum, and Easter at Our Lady of Lourdes?
It's been great. So I forgot to answer your other question. So I started here when I was in September, so right after Labor Day. But I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. I went to Holy Thursday Mass. I went to Good Friday service. I went to the Vigil. I also went to the Sunrise Mass as well. So I've experienced kind of a lot of it. But I've really enjoyed it, just with like the reverence and the reflection, and honestly, like the videos have helped me too. Like that I've like recorded. The one that stood out to me was Brianna's, especially about like because hers was Holy Wednesday, and about like we're about to walk through this with Jesus, and it was kind of a good mindset to walk through Holy Week, is like we're literally going through this season with Jesus, and that helped me along the path. So
that's amazing. Yeah. All of them were so amazing, and how you recapped them all.
Oh, thank you.
Really appreciated it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so in your lifetime, what kinds of things have you done for the Easter season, and is there one favorite that sticks out to you for the Easter season?
So when I was growing up, Easter was, so my family, we would always go to like the Saturday night masses when I was growing up, and I always remember that like this Easter Sunday was like the one mass that we would just go to in the morning, so I'd be kind of like tired and everything like that, and I'd just be ready for the Easter baskets. Like afterwards, my family would hide the Easter baskets. When I was little, they first like hid them like in like kind of like in like, you would know it's kind of like behind the couch or in the basement, but then they got to some obscure places. Once they hid it in an oven.
Ooh.
One time they hid it in a dryer. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but honestly, as I kind of got older and as I grew more in my faith, I kind of learned to understand more that Easter is more than just like the chocolates, and honestly, it's more than just like the feeling of like that joy. It's more like living out, walking with Christ in this season of Easter. I think my favorite Easter I've ever really experienced is when I was a junior in high school. Junior in college. One of my best friends that I met in college, he actually went through RCIA, which is OCIA, and became Catholic. And I remember when I went to all his classes with him, and it wasn't just us two that were in the class. It was like a few of our friends from our friend group were in that too. So we had like 4 of our friends got confirmed, and then like 3 other guys with me were their sponsors, and that was just the best. And then because I usually try to go home for Easter and stuff like that when I was in college, but that was like the first Easter I stayed in college, and that was like the best because a lot of our friends stayed as well and supported like my friends that were receiving their first communion, and I think I don't know if one got baptized or not, but yeah, like receiving the first communion and being confirmed. It was such a blessing, and I will always cherish that memory.
That's amazing. Yeah, and our Easter Vigil, well, we were both at, and it was just incredible to see the baptisms.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Really,
all 12 people, like that's great.
And it kind of neat how it was 12. So
yeah, exactly.
Not lost on us, right?
Got a holy number there, yeah.
Awesome. That is really, really good. Okay, what tip could you give to the OLOL parishioners to help them make it a memorable Easter season?
Yeah. I think I was like kind of like praying with this and like reflecting off this, and so a religious brother told me this one time, like a few weeks ago, and he said, especially like in America, like we tend to do Lent really well, but we do not tend to do Easter as well. What he means by that is kind of like we kind of don't know what to really do for Easter, because we know how to do like the penances and everything like that, and but for Easter it's kind of like, yeah, Christ is risen.
All done.
All right,
yeah,
all done, right?
Yes,
and then we're
done.
kind of like, it's kind of like, what do you do? And I remember him asking me that. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be joyful, but it's just like, okay, but how do you get there too, right? And I just kind of like thought to myself, and I watched a few Father Mike Schmidt's videos, so some of this is coming from him too, but like also, it's like you have to learn how to live out this season, that it's not just a one-day thing. And to be honest, I kind of like learned this too when I was like, it kind of hit me during Mass one time. It was like, I feel like some of us are still living in the Lenten season, kind of in a way of like, yeah, people are happy, but maybe I'm not, right? And like, oh, I'm supposed to feel this way, but I'm not. And people tend to put Easter as just a feeling, but it's more than that. It's about hope. It's about Christ conquering death, but also willing to share with you that like the wounds that you received and the mistakes you've made, they can be redeemed, right? Like death does not have the final say anymore. And if we live with that hope, and if we live with that courage, oh my gosh, like you'll have the best season you can.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'll like encourage people is like learn to live this season and like trust that God can heal you, and trust that he can really like redeem the faults that you've had. I mean, that's why he came in the first place, not just to prove anything, but to heal you and to love you. That's a fullness of that love is there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very, very good answer. That's very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So what is your next exciting project that you're going to be working on here with us?
So I'm going to continue with the videos. There's going to be one video from another parishioner that's going to be coming out about like Easter, kind of how to live that out, and then I'm actually going to be interviewing a few OCIA people that were like some of the 12 and everything.
Oh, I love
and
that.
Yeah, and basically what we're going to be doing is like just kind of like I'm going to ask them questions about like how do they get here, what was their faith journey like, and like what tips can they give us as they walk through our faith. And to be honest with you, it's like it's really cool because like the demographic of like the people from OCIA is so diverse. Like there's a lot of younger people, a lot of older people and stuff, and like there's a lot of relation, and like I just want to get people excited about their faith. That's exactly why I'm doing that. So
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good answers. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing.
Yeah.
So I really do believe a lot of people just stop. We're done. We're
Yes.
done with Easter.
Yeah.
So no, there's more. Okay. All right. Here's one question I did not give you ahead of time.
Okay.
So it's not too bad though.
That's okay.
Who's your favorite staff member? No, I'm just kidding.
Shadow.
What is your favorite non-work related hobby?
I love playing basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like my favorite sport. And I'm a huge like Bucks fan. Like from Milwaukee, we were not that good this year, but I honestly just love just like playing basketball with friends and like watching with friends. I've went to a few like games, and honestly, I love the Brewers too. Like going to their baseball games, but yeah, I would say that, and like honestly, just like having bonfires with friends, just hanging out with friends in general. Like I just love community and friends and everything. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, very good. All right, now we know a little something more about Michael.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mike, and we really appreciate all that you've done for us this Holy Week and
welcome.
Lent and all. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.